Thank you, Mike. Kennedy's here and Tyrus. Want to continue the discussion here. Good to see both of you. Let's cue up Tom Homan about his concerns for the people who work for him in ICE.
I'm afraid for the men and women of ICE every night. Every night I go to bed and I pray for the men and women of board on ICE that they go home safe to their families. They're American patriots. They're enforcing the law. And it's just, I've never seen anything like this in my entire career, and that's 41 years.
Tom Homan, as a reminder, he's worked for Republican presidents, he's worked for Democrat presidents going back 20, 30 years. We talked to the mayor 30 minutes ago. We didn't get a lot of new information. Maybe that's to be expected 26 hours in, but he said all that information's coming from the FBI. My concern would be that, you know, we don't get tidbits.
No.
Like they shut it down in Utah. They shut it down in Butler, Pennsylvania. You know, this sicko in Minneapolis a month ago, you can go online and read the stuff that he was doing. Right. And I just, in cases like these, more information is better for all of us.
I think so, but at the same time, you have to respect the investigation. And I think we can focus on what we can control, is what comes out of our mouths. And what we're seeing, again, this rhetoric, this revved-up rhetoric where you're continually referring to law enforcement as Gestapo, and they're wearing masks, but even though it says ICE on their chest and they announce themselves, and the blatant ignorance of left-leaning politicians who are like, why are they wearing the mask? Because you are making it to where people are outing them, putting their families in danger. That's why they're wearing the mask. Change the rhetoric. Stop. It's always, well, what about this and what about that? Until you start to have politicians actually say, hey, I'm not going to be a part of this type of stuff, this is going to continue. So the FBI has to be tight with their investigations, because when they do have a good lead, maybe some of these things are connected, they have to worry about left-leaning senators and House members leaking information. So that's why it's so tight.
It's interesting because, as I was saying when over at the board, Kennedy, you could be mistaken to think that, oh, it just happens once in a while, it's one place here. But there's patterns. And our team earlier put together this montage of all this rhetoric that's coming. It's like they all got the talking points to go against ICE and say some of the most terrible things about them.
And it has to be scary for law enforcement to put together some of the profiles of the people who are committing these crimes, whether it's murder. You know, you talked about the detainee who was murdered yesterday in Texas, or Charlie Kirk and his assassination. There seems to be a pattern with these people. And unfortunately, you have, you know, we used to have thought leaders in Congress. We used to have people who stood up for their constituents and said and did the right thing. You know, and they would get political pushback from the other side, but at least you had some respect for them. But now you have people like Jasmine Crockett, who, you know, she herself, based on her own rhetoric, she is unstable. So who is she activating? Is she activating the mom in Colorado who's making herself a matcha latte after school drop-off? No, it is the unwell people who look at this and they see the other people who've gotten a lot of publicity and they want to be just like them. So when you are talking about the worst institutions this world has ever seen, Nazis and slavery, and you are comparing this administration and specifically ICE to the worst, most evil institutions ever, then what do you think that sociopathic, unwell, narcissistic, angry loners are going to do? They're going to do what Jasmine Crockett seems to be implying to sick people, and that's why she's the one, and other people like her, like Gavin Newsom, who have to rely on something other than these hideous metaphors.
J.B. Pritzker said the same thing. I mean, just recently, the last couple of days, governor of Illinois.
There's no election in 2028. It's just that Newsom said that on national. Yeah, it's just, right. Where do you get this?
If that's
from?
the case, then why is he putting together this team?
Yeah, and you're not running against Trump too, by the way.
Yep, so got it. Let's lighten it up, shall we? Shall we lighten it up? Okay,
give it
Trump.
A shot. Let's
here
see.
we go. Trump is. Yeah, he wants to know what happened at the UN on Tuesday. We watched it. He said this wasn't a coincidence. This was triple sabotage. Number two, here we go. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. I'm sending a copy of this letter to the Secretary General and demand an immediate investigation. No wonder the UN's hasn't been able to do the job they were put in existence to do. Just for memory's sake here. You got a bad elevator that broke down. You got a bad teleprompter, and apparently the audio in the room was terrible as well. UN Secretary General on the escalator. All right. The Secretary General informed the U.S. permanent mission that he had already ordered a thorough investigation, and he conveyed that the UN is ready to cooperate full transparency with relevant U.S. authorities on this matter to determine what caused the incidents referred to by the United States. I wish he would have ended that by saying, thank you for your attention to this matter. Tyrus.
Well, I don't know what's funny about this at all. The only thing that's funny is that apparently they hired DEI pranksters to do this because they didn't realize these traps were set for the wrong president. These traps would have been phenomenally effective against President Biden. If he would have went to the escalator, he'd still be standing there right now. If the teleprompter cut off, we'd all be staring at the TV like, oh, what is happening? They set mousetraps for the bear that is President Trump, and he walked through them. They should investigate, but this is what happens with DEI hires. This is exactly what happens. They get the wrong information and they follow it through. And this shouldn't be a deep inspection or investigation. Who turned the switch off on the ladder? It's that simple. So don't even look it up, Mr. President. What you do is you raise all of NATO's, what is it, 5% right now? Let's raise it for each infraction. So it'll be 8%. Are you happy, the world? Now you're going to pay more. And if you don't like that, tariff some people. Let's tariff whoever laughed the loudest in the building, tariff them.
Good stuff. I feel like I'm on Gutfeld right now.
Escalators can be dangerous.
Oh, gotta pay attention. Isn't wrong.
He could have stubbed a toe. And what if he had athlete's foot? There's a million things that could
sharp.
be.
What if you
Yeah.
fall?
They
What if his
tried
wife
to
fell?
blame President Trump's advance team. And they're like, no, it was one of your people who pressed the off button and, down everyone.
Or because they were
almost
walking
went.
backwards.
Oh, stop it.
None of that
saying
happened.
what they
And-
said.
I apologize.
Tyrus is right. This is the FAFO president.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to get on the wrong side of this investigation if anyone other than the UN is doing it. But now that the UN is doing it, they're going to find the person and they're going to write a letter and nothing else will ever come of it.
Yeah.
Tariff them all.
Thanks for coming on. Thank you, Tyrus.
You're welcome.
And make them pay their parking.
I said I feel like I'm on Gutfeld right now, but good stuff on that. Good luck in your race.
Oh, thank you,
Bring
dear.
it home.
Oh,
okay?
where's that?
Augusta.
Augusta, GA.
right.
Good luck.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.